Hey, what's up guys? My name is Stansworld, and today we're going to be talking about vocalists, specifically talking about how to approach them and how to ask them for a collaboration the right way, not the wrong way. So today I have my friend here, Nina Sung, which is a vocalist that's going to tell us a little bit about how to do it and where you can find them, and a little bit about her stories in being a vocalist. So make sure to stay tuned, hit the like button, and I'll let her take it off from here.
I would say the best way to actually find a vocalist is either through your social media or through your friends in real life. I say social media because that's pretty much unlocking all of the bevy of artists that are out there on the internet, whether it's through YouTube or SoundCloud or even on Facebook. Sometimes just asking around to your other producer friends, just saying, hey, do you know anybody who can sing? Preferably a male or preferably a female, and sometimes you'll find someone that way. Another way is actually that I suggest, because I guess it's super risky and super ambitious, but I think it's a great way, is that if you have a song that you already love the vocals on, do a little bit of research, dig up, try to find out who that vocalist is and find their information and just reach out to them. That's probably what I would do actually. So personally, I think the best way to actually approach your vocalist once you've found him or her is to be, first of all, just be very professional about it. Don't be like, hey baby, wanna collab? Like, I got some sick beats, yo. Usually that doesn't end well if they are professional, which we're hoping they are. I would say the first way to do it is, first of all, introduce yourself. Who are you? What are you about? What are some SoundCloud links that you have that you've done in the past? Preferably originals, not remixes, because we want to see how much original content you actually have. And secondly, are you with a record label? Do you have a publishing deal? What's your whole situation? Because we need to know that. If not, that's not a problem. Usually for me, on a personal level, I really couldn't care less whether you're signed to Armada or Spin-In Records, even though that'd be great, but that's not really important actually, to me at least. Some songwriters and singers, that might be very important. Last but not least, please include your music, like the actual track that you want us to look at. Please include that, and please, for the love of God, do not make it something where I have to download it to listen to it, because honestly, chances are if you found them somewhere and you're a big fan of their voice, there's probably other people that have done, who are the same, and they've tried to send them links and they want to get their voice on their tracks. So the idea is to be professional and try not to waste their time, but be very thorough about who you are and what you see this collaboration to be, like where you see it going. Also, something that I suggest that you don't do actually is try to rush the vocalist or kind of message them every day after you've sent them an email. You kind of have to treat them like as if they are like a record label. If you keep bothering them, they probably don't want to work with you, because in the end, really what it is a working relationship, and if you can't understand that they have other stuff too, and if they are very talented and professional, they probably have their own songs and their own projects as well. If they don't get back to you within a day or a few hours, don't freak out, please. And also a tip is, if they don't respond to you within, I'd say, a week, that usually means a no, which isn't a big deal because there's plenty of other artists who I'm sure would be glad to work with you. So let's say you finally nabbed the vocalist and the vocalist has agreed to work with you. Awesome. But this is actually where the journey begins. So what I would say is that they've probably at this point already heard an instrumental, a chord progression, something from you. A lot of questions that a lot of producers have is, so do I like send them an instrumental and then they write over it, or do they send me a vocal and I place it into an instrumental? Those are really good questions that, you know, honestly, it really just depends on the project. And a lot of times that what I get is an instrumental that is already pretty much probably 75–80% completed, and it's already pretty much arranged, and I fill in the blank and I create a song concept with the lyrics and the vocal melody, so a top line. Now this isn't always going to be how it works. It's going to be sometimes where, you know, there might be a song that's already existing and you want to produce it. It just depends, and I've done both, and it really honestly just depends on the project. What I would say is that once you found the vocalist and you're trying to instruct them, the best way to do it is be extremely specific. And what's a really good tip is actually to include a reference track. So something that really impresses me about a producer is when he or she actually sends me a reference link in that first initial email with, hey, you know, I'm about this is the track that I would love to have you on, that you'd be perfect for, and just to help you out, here's a reference track that I really get inspired by. And that really gives the vocalist an idea, oh, so this is what you're looking for, because in the end, you know, this is your track and you should care a lot about, you know, how you want it to kind of be delivered. So if you, you know, if you have a track that you love, that you want the vocals to sort of almost emulate, then definitely include that, help that vocalist out, and be really, really, really specific with where you want the vocals in the track, if they are writing it.
Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of the video, and I want to give a big thanks to Nina Sung for coming to talk with us. Just a quick note, she did make a second video with us, pretty much top 5 things not to do when vocalists, when you're contacting them, or when you're collaborating with them, and these are based on some stories she had to go through. So we're not going to be giving names, but these are pretty funny, and you guys should come back next week to check it out. And as always guys, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next time.